In 2012, at the age of 82, renowned Harvard biologist Edward O. Wilson, a Pulitzer Prize winner and a trailblazing figure in the field of sociobiology, published The Social Conquest of Earth, a comprehensive challenge to prevailing notions about social evolution. Throughout much of his career, Wilson worked to reconcile social behaviors with the principles of evolutionary theory. In 2010, he diverged from the widely accepted kin selection theory and embraced an alternative concept known as group selection. This departure from the norm was met with significant controversy within the evolutionary biology community. Nevertheless, in his 2012 book, Wilson boldly asserts his intention to unveil the truth about human nature. Drawing inspiration from the title of a masterpiece by Paul Gauguin, Wilson endeavors to address fundamental questions. Where do we originate? What defines us? Where are we headed? Edward O. Wilson is acclaimed for his expertise in the study of ants, and his extensive knowledge of insect behaviors, particularly social behaviors, informs his insights into human cooperative and altruistic tendencies. According to Wilson, both ants and humans are categorized as eusocial animals, indicating that they collaborate to construct intricate societies characterized by specialized roles and acts of selflessness. Wilson offers a plethora of examples to substantiate this claim, including the behavior of leafcutter ants. These insects cut and transport plant material back to their nests, where they transform it into mulch, subsequently fertilizing it with their waste. This nurtures a distinct fungus that forms the primary source of sustenance for the ants. Additionally, Wilson highlights how their farming operations are structured like an assembly line, with specific castes handling different tasks. While eusociality is a rare phenomenon observed in only about 24 species, Wilson asserts that these species are among the most successful in the history of life. The success of humanity is evident, but Wilson also underscores the impressive domination of ants, noting that the combined mass of ants on Earth surpasses that of all other insects combined. Wilson delves into the enigma of why certain species underwent the transition to becoming eusocial, while the majority did not. In pursuit of an explanation, he challenges the prevailing theory of social behavior in animal communities known as kin selection theory. This theory, popularized by William Hamilton in the 1960s, extends Darwin's concept of natural selection to encompass altruistic behaviors exhibited among closely related family members. In essence, if an individual's self-sacrificing behavior benefits family members and enhances their survival prospects, the genes responsible for such behavior may be favored by natural selection. For instance, a worker bee relinquishes its own reproductive capacity for the betterment of its mother, the queen bee. This kind of altruism facilitates the perpetuation of family genes, and the expectation is that altruistic tendencies would intensify with increased relatedness. While Wilson once supported this theory, he now discredits it as inadequate in explaining eusocial behavior. He posits that clonal species, characterized by high genetic relatedness, do not predominantly exhibit eusocial traits. Similarly, species like termites and shrimp, which display eusocial behaviors, do not necessarily share an exceptionally high degree of genetic similarity among kin. After dismantling the foundation of the established model, Wilson puts forth his argument in favor of multilevel natural selection. This evolutionary model accommodates the selection of genes that confer advantages at either the individual level or the group level. Individual selection operates to grant individuals a competitive edge in transmitting their own genes, perpetually juxtaposed with group selection, which favors genes that provide groups with an edge over rival groups. Furthermore, group members are not inherently related in terms of kinship. Instead, their cooperation stems not from the propagation of familial genes, but from latent altruistic inclinations triggered by natural circumstances, which contribute to the survival of the group. This dynamic can occasionally lead to the emergence of full-fledged eusociality, but such instances are rare. As Wilson elucidates, the dominance of individual selection must be exceptionally challenged by the potency of group selection for true eusocial behavior to evolve. Genetically predisposed species for eusociality are limited, and its development hinges on a crucial preliminary stage, nest building. Populations that once moved about begin to settle after constructing nests. Conditions conducive to eusociality arise when the young remain within the nest, prompting the division of labor. Some individuals gather food while others safeguard the nest. The human equivalent of nest building can be likened to forming campsites. As stable groups of humans establish residence at consistent locations, the genetic evolution of traits advantageous to the group, such as altruism, comes into play. Consequently, humans cross the threshold into eusocial behavior. Having addressed the question of origins with where do we come from, Wilson proceeds to tackle the next inquiry, what are we? The answer, succinctly put, is complex and conflicted. Human nature, as the book posits, emerges from an evolutionary process that genetically predisposes individuals to exhibit both selfishness, favored by individual selection, and altruism, a trait influenced by group selection. In human society, virtues like honor, duty, and self-sacrifice are in perpetual conflict, with opposing inclinations towards selfishness and cowardice. This internal tug-of-war gives rise to culture itself. The book contends that language, art, religion, and more stem from this crucible of contrasting forces within multilevel natural selection, which Wilson dubs the fountainhead of the humanities. This assertion forms the foundation for the book's succinct chapters that delve into the origins of language, morality, religion, and the creative arts. Wilson introduces the term gene-culture coevolution to encapsulate how cultural practices arise and persist due to individuals' genetic inclinations to select and transmit a singular option from the array of possibilities through culture. Recognizing that organized religion, which often fosters tribalism, can be seen as a product of gene-culture coevolution, might discourage making moral judgments solely based on religious or ideological convictions. Furthermore, while genes may underlie tribalistic and prejudiced behaviors, they also play a role in driving altruism and the formation of coalitions. Delving into the question, where are we going? In the concluding chapter, Wilson expresses optimism that scientific advancements will lead to a better understanding of how to amplify our virtuous genetic inheritance. This, he believes, will benefit not only individuals but the entire planet. Numerous esteemed evolutionary biologists have challenged Wilson's theories, offering counter-arguments that uphold the kin selection theory of social evolution. One prominent researcher, Jerry A. Coyne, has openly criticized Wilson's concepts of group selection as unsatisfactory. Nevertheless, in an interview featured in The Atlantic, Wilson confidently brushes off these criticisms, asserting, "I don't care because I feel so secure about the theory and interpretation." I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.